19 teams in like the West and 19.
Bizarre. Just bizarre. So Dallas is going to be the third of those three at home. Then you hit the road again for two more.
Yep.
At Cleveland, at Minnesota. And the Minnesota game is a Monday Night Football game. Mm-hmm. So it'll be a local 5:15 kick on ESPN. Then you're back home to what's that? Oh, is it a day off for our show? Is that when you say a day off for us, Derek? In my ear he goes day off for us. He means Derek and Tom. Is the
exactly.
us. Tim and I will both be here working on that game. Then they hit the road again. They go to Cincinnati, but that's not a bad one because then they get the bye week after. So that's kind of nice. You go Cincinnati bye week and then at Jacksonville out of the bye. So you come on home, you get some time here, and then you get to go back east to take on the Jags. I'm sorry, you're home against Cincinnati. My mistake. I said on the road. Mm-hmm. That's home against Cincinnati, then the bye week. So that's great. You're at Minnesota, then you'll be home for 2 full weeks before you hit the road for Jacksonville. At Jacksonville, home for Tampa, then you get your Thursday night Thanksgiving tilt at Seattle. 5:20, that's your evening game on Thanksgiving. That Sunday, then, you get Thursday, and you get a long week off, but then you go at Philadelphia for a Sunday game. That one not nationally televised, interesting enough, but late in the season, who knows, they'll be flexing games by then. Sunday that week, you'll get Seattle at home. December 17th, you will get Arizona at Arizona. Then a Monday night game against the Baltimore Ravens. It's Monday Night Football on Christmas, December 25th. Then you go at Washington, and Saturday or Sunday, that flex game they always get in the final week, it'll be against the Rams at home. So they close at home. You see the Rams week 2, and then you see them week 18. So that'll be 2 totally different situations for the Rams, much different than you saw them last year.
Yeah, the thing that sticks out to me is no, they don't have any 3-game road sets.
Nope.
The most they have is 2 in a row, and they do have a 3-game home set, 3, 4, 5. The other thing that sticks out, and it's nice to have a bye in there, was the middle of the schedule, 8 through 13, is the toughest. Bengals at home, at Jacksonville, Tampa at home, who's not going to be very good, and then at Seattle, at Philadelphia. That's a tough 5-week stretch. Now, again, you have the bye in the middle, but you have Super Bowl contender. Jacksonville, I think we all suspect is going to be a playoff team, if not, a double-digit win team. Tampa, not very good. Seattle, I think, is going to be good. And then the team that was in the Super Bowl last year, Philadelphia. So that's a rugged stretch of 5 games right there. You go 3-2 in those games, I think you're doing well. 3 of them are on the road. Bengals and Buccaneers are at home. And Jacksonville, Seattle, and Philadelphia on the road. And interesting, they play the Rams, as you said, early, week 2, and then late, week 18. The Seahawks, 14 and 16.
Yeah.
So they're going to play them. Yeah, it's like 3 straight NFC West games. Seattle, Arizona, Seattle. Seattle, Arizona. No, it's Seattle, Philly, Seattle. I'm sorry. And then Arizona comes after. So
Seattle, Philly, Seattle, Arizona.
That's rugged, too. Seattle, you get Seattle before Philly, Seattle after Philly.
Don't get too comfortable, right?
yeah, that's an interesting one that they have Seattle 3 weeks apart. I don't think there's anything that really jumps out at me other than the fact that no stretch of 3 straight home games, and they do, or away games, and they do have a stretch of 3 straight home games, which is always nice. So I could see them getting off to a really nice start, which would be a really nice change for them, because
as a matter of fact, it would.
They've been known to get off to slow starts and then kick it in after about week 6. They start turning it on. So you look at it in Pittsburgh and Rams on the road. That seems doable. That doesn't seem all that tough. And then the Giants, Arizona, and Cowboys at home. Yeah, I don't know how you see it. That seems pretty tailor-made to a decent start this year.
And it does seem good for a good start. I actually think the Rams are going to be a little bit more of a wild card's maybe not the right word. Maybe. I think they're going to be more unexpected, and they're going to look different than they did last year. They were banged up. They were hurt. They were off the Super Bowl year. I think they're better than they were last year, and so I'm kind of intrigued by what they'll look like week 2 versus what they'll look like week 18. What I'm intrigued by is a couple of these notes. They do get 5 nationally televised games. You get 9 on the road this year instead of just the 8, because you get the 2 home preseason games. You get the bye week 9. love that they frequently get that mid-season bye. You get 8 before the bye, 9 after the bye. You do, however, have 2 short weeks, and the short weeks, as you mentioned, come against the New York Giants at home, so two conference opponents, of course. The Giants, your first game at home, and then at Seattle off of a Tampa Bay game a few games after the bye, a few weeks after that. So at least both times you may have a little bit of a break right before you're in the short week, a couple of weeks before. But as you pointed out, the toughest stretch of the schedule on paper. Did you say it was right in the middle of where that bye week comes?
Yeah, right in the middle, starting with Cincinnati.
Yeah, I would go Cincinnati, Jacksonville, because it's at Jacksonville is tough as well. Tampa Bay is just their Tampa, but then at Seattle, at Philly, home for Seattle. Yeah, that stretch of about, 6 weeks there or so? That's probably the toughest stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, 6 games, 7 weeks, but you get a bye in the middle.
You look at it, would you, I'm not going to, even though I was going to say how many of those teams made the playoffs last year. I think they all made the playoffs last year, but I'm not going to consider Tampa a playoff team.
No, so Tampa, Jacksonville, Cincinnati, Seattle. Yeah, those are all playoff teams.
Yeah, I would think. Philly. It is the NFL. I always have to remind myself the NFL has like the highest turnover rate when it comes to playoffs every single year. You think this is not the NBA where you can pick 80% of your playoff teams before the season starts. In NFL, you can't do that. So I always got to remind myself of that. But if I were a betting man, which I am, and I decided to place such a wager, which I won't, Bengals. Yes, playoff team. Jacksonville, yes, playoff team.
Yep.
They're on the rise. They have a coach, and that division is nothing special. So Tampa, not a playoff team. Philly, playoff team. Although, who knows? The division may be better this year, and you never know. But I would say they're a playoff team. Although we do know that if you go to a Super Bowl, lose a Super Bowl, it's the next year's tough. It's not as easy as you would think it is.
But the NFC and the NFC West, I think Dallas is going to be there again. I think Dallas is going to be competitive in the East. Yeah.
I think Giants are going to be at least solid, sure. and I think the Commanders are going to be better. So, and then you got Seattle twice in that mix, and Seattle was in the playoffs last year, and I think they're trending up. Like they're a team that's trending up. So yeah, that stretch to me. That's a pretty rugged stretch right there, but it is in their favorite time of the season, which is toward the end when everything's all lubed up and they're ready to go and they're rocking and rolling. It's like, okay, this is us. The first month that wasn't us, and it will be really interesting because I'm sure they'd love to get off to better starts than they have been getting off to. But Steve Young told us this many times. The first month seems more like camp still. They're working their way into the season and not quite hitting on all cylinders, but you'd think that would be for most teams. They would find that similar trait, but for whatever reason, the Niners get off to slow starts. They just have not got off to good starts, but that schedule right there, to me, looks like they can change their fortunes this year.
I think so, too. I think they could get off to a good start. But don't forget, each time they have not, it was quarterback woes and things like that. Injuries can change all of this. That's why this year was off to a funky start. And we've seen that happen in the past, where if a quarterback gets hurt, that changes your entire outlook. And it took
at least they have it settled this year.
Yeah. First time in many years. A couple of notes here, too. Niners have just 2 division games in their first 8 before the bye. Of their final 9 games, 4 of them after the bye are against division opponents. You get Seattle twice, Arizona once, and the Rams once. That's interesting. Just a little wrinkle in the schedule. Niners get 5 nationally televised games, only to be outdone by the Raiders, who have 6 nationally televised games.
Really?
How about that? And I was like, Tim, how many is it, Tim? Tim goes, wait, it might be 5. Is it 5 or is it 6? Tim now says,
I was like, why would the Raiders
says 5.
get that
Tim says it's
many?
5. Okay, and then the Colts. 0 primetime games. Shocker.
0?
0 for the Colts.
Love to see
5's
it.
the most you can get, right?
I was going to say 5 must be it, right? Because Niners have 5, yeah.
I would think Niners would have 5, Philly would have 5, Kansas City would have 5. Dallas would probably have 5.
Maybe the Jets have. Jets get 3 or 4 in there.
Ooh, yeah, Jets.
At least early on. And don't forget the flex. You can get flexed into more. That's the thing is they can start flexing between weeks 5 and 10. The NFL's discretion during weeks 11 and 17. And for Sunday and then Monday Night Football. We can do again 12 to 17. So that's your NFL schedule, and I'm sure we'll have many more wrinkles and things to discuss as they'll be breaking this down until until they report. You know what I mean? The NFL Network they were just salivating for this thing. I could not wait for this thing to come out. On the other side, get our final thoughts on the schedule, Warriors, Lakers, and we'll get you ready for Giants and the Diamondbacks pregame coming your way 5:40 at Stolbert and Copes, only here on the Sports Leader.
Hey everybody, Mr. T here for Xfinity. Everything changing so fast nowadays. You got to keep up, right? Especially your Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi has to keep up because you have multiple devices doing multiple things. Somebody could be on a laptop going to school. Somebody could be on a desktop working. Then you have the gamer and the streamer and maybe someone that's just surfing the net and just cruising around. And nobody wants lagging. Everyone wants speed. Everyone wants reliability. That's why Xfinity now has the 10G network. Everyone's taken care of. There's no lagging, no whining, no complaining. That's the way. We like it. I like it that way because I'm the one. Hey, Dad, what's up with the Wi-Fi? Nah, don't have to worry about that around this house. Everybody does what they want to do, and everyone is taken care of. Blazing fast speed, and maybe even more important than that, the reliability that comes with Xfinity. Xfinity 10G network. Now through June 21st, new customers can get 200 megabit internet on the next generation Xfinity 10G network for just $25 a month for 2 years. Plus, there's no annual contract required, and you get Wi-Fi equipment included. All you have to do is go to Xfinity.com/10G, call 1-800-XFINITY, or if you're on about, visit an Xfinity store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Taxes, fees, extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary. You love sports, you love high def, you love blazing, ridiculous speed internet, Wi-Fi, with the reliability that comes with Xfinity. Xfinity 10G. You will love Xfinity. All right, before we get everybody ready for Giants and Snakes, let's go over the Monday night football schedule for everybody. Let's see what Monday night football has in store for us. Week 1, Bills-Jets. I like it. Week 2, doubleheader. Saints-Panthers. Serious? That's what you're going to fire that one off in week 2?
We've been over this. Sundays are better. Sunday night is the prime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Browns, Steelers. Not really.
Yeah.
Week 3, another doubleheader. Okay. Eagles. Yeah. Buccaneers. Clank. Rams at Bengals.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, maybe, depending on what the Rams look like.
I'll tell you this time, I'll watch it,
Exactly.
I'll tell you when I'll watch them.
You'll have like 14 prop bets. Of course you're going to watch
Of course,
it.
yeah. I have fantasy, all sorts of crap.
Week 4 ticks up a little bit. Seahawks at Giants.
Okay.
Kind of like that one. Week 5, Packers at Raiders. Kind of depends on how Jordan Love is. I mean, if he gets off to a good start and the Packers are any good, that might be okay. Week 6, that week 6 is our second bona fide keeper. Cowboys at Chargers. That's a solid one. Week 7.
Yes.
I like it. 49ers Vikings. Good one. Week 8. Depends. Raiders at Lions. That one could be really good. By week 8 it could be. So I'm not sure about that one. Week 9, I like it. Chargers Jets. That's a good one.
Yes.
Week 10. Thank you,
Yes.
Christopher Walken. Week 10 could be, depending on how Sean Payton works his magic with Russell Wilson. Broncos at Bills could be a good one. Okay, here we go. Here's our best one. Our best one of the ESPN Monday Night Football season so far. Eagles at Chiefs.
Yes.
We get a Super Bowl rematch. Week 11.
Okay.
Go
with that.
Follow that. Week 12. Bears Vikings. Clank. You know what they call that? They call that in golf a foobar. Is what or fooab. That's not great. Okay. Then they rebound nicely. Week 13, Bengals at Jags.
Okay.
Yes.
I like it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking
What
about.
about Chris Walken?
Then they come back at us week 14 with a doubleheader.
We get week 14 Monday Night Football doubleheader.
You do week 14
What you got?
Monday Night Football
What is it?
doubleheader. We got not bad. Titans at Dolphins. And Packers at Giants. So again, if Jordan Love's good,
Yeah.
and the Packers are playing well, okay, I see it. Week 15, Chiefs at Patriots. We'll see. Week 16, oh yeah, Ravens Niners. Yes, sir. Thank you. Week 17. Isn't this this is like a Thanksgiving special right here? Your 2 participants in Thanksgiving games, Lions at Cowboys.
Yep.
Yes.
Week 17.
That's it. The Thanksgiving game, week 17.
Yep. So it's just weird. I mean, ESPN
leftover
pays more money
special.
than anybody, and the games they get are just kind of, I mean, there's some really good ones in there. Really good. But I think they care more about, like, the market than they do about how good the game may be. Could be wrong on that, but, like, some of those games, like, and maybe the league, you have to have a certain, I don't know. Because really, you're going to follow up a really good opening weekend with Saints-Panthers? The Saints-Panthers.
No.
I mean, yeah.
No.
Exactly.
No. I mean, I'll watch it, but
That's
no.
a big no.
Let's run through the most unwatchable Thursday night game real quick. How about that?
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
We got Lions and Chiefs week 1. That's not a bad one. Plus,
I like
it's week
it.
1. It's the week.
Yes.
It's the season kickoff. Everybody's watching. Week 2, Vikings and Eagles. I'm in on that week 2. That's fine. Good with
like
that
it.
one. Week 3, Giants at Niners. We're all there. We're all watching
Yes.
that one. Week 4, Lions at Packers.
Okay.
Early enough to where it's interesting, I think. Week 5, Bears at Commanders. What do you got, Derek? Which game was terrible last year? Vikings at Packers? Bears at Commanders was terrible last
Yeah,
year.
let's go no to that.
I'm going to
one.
go with no to that one. I mean, I'll watch it, but I'm skipping it.
No.
Week 6, you get Broncos at Chiefs. Anything with the Chiefs, you got to watch.
Yes.
Because you might see something insane. It's like watching Steph Curry. You get Jaguars at Saints, week 7. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know if the Jags excite me enough to where I'm like chomping at the bid for that one, you know?
I kind of like Jags. I think Jags are pretty exciting.
I think that you do like the Jags. You talk about them a lot.
I do. Yeah.
Then week 8, you go, this one's kind of a stinker, but the Bills are in it. Bills are taking on the Bucks at home. See, they're giving us like one good team a week to keep it intriguing enough.
Yeah.
Here's sort of a dud. Week 9, Titans at Steelers. Thank you, Shooter.
That is a no.
Shooter. Panthers
No.
at Bears on Thursday night, week 10. No. Bengals at Ravens, week 11. That may be where we have
yes.
to table it because we got to get out of here for Giants pregame. I can get you a couple more real quickly here. Week 12.
Give me the best. Give me the best remaining available.
I got to get them all in front of me. I don't even have the whole week Thursdays right in front of me. Well, week 12 gets you, of course, the 3-game slate. Seahawks at Cowboys, week 13.
Okay.
That one's pretty good. Week 14, you get Patriots at Steelers. That one stinks. Week 15, you get Chargers at Raiders. That one could be good. Thank you. Week 16, Saints at Rams. Week 17, Jets at Browns. And then week nope. And then maybe. And then week 18, there's no Thursday night game.
Oh, man.
So I don't know if we have a great one. Week 1 is fine, I guess. Chiefs. I think the Bengals and the Ravens one is the best, like week 11.
All right. Maybe tomorrow we'll have our must-see NFL games this year.
Your must-see. I want to give you the worst game of the year tomorrow, too. Worst NFL game of the year coming your way.
Okay, that sounds good. All right. We'll thank everybody later. Thank you very much to Derek. Thank you very much to Tim, though. Appreciate it. Thank you to all our guests. Time to get you ready for the Snakes and the Giants here on the Sports Leader. Take it away, Derek.